Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates were sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's hold over Kafak Depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
Let me actually hit the start button on my timer this time. Hey everyone.
Wow.
Welcome back to Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology.
Anthologies.
I'm Kevin Decker. I am your GM. I'm a first-time GM. I'm just going to remind you that it's been a few episodes since I told everyone that.
Yeah.
This is Unknown Treasures.
Hey, Kev, is this your first time GMing?
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I
Absolutely
never would have
ever.
guessed.
I would not have known.
Yeah.
You're doing a good
thank
job,
you.
Kevin.
Yeah,
in
dude.
case we don't tell you enough, I'm really enjoying
thanks.
it.
Yep.
Serious.
Having a great time, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
the combats are super well balanced.
Yeah.
No, I mean, on the aggregate, I think you're doing a fantastic
Yeah, it feels
job.
very
too.
like
I am
like-
enjoying
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm playing it exactly as the book is written. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you?
Hey, man.
Thank you very
Are you-
much. We're playing Junker's Delight.
Yes.
Thank you very much to Jason Keeley, Misha Bushhager, and everybody else who had any involvement with this. The combats are very well balanced, despite what these guys say.
There.
Kevo, I have a question.
Yeah,
How
go
many extra enemies did you add as the GM in the last battle? I'm just curious.
I will say the original was N,
Uh-huh.
and I will admit that I introduced greater than N.
Okay.
Can you give us a range?
+2, +3?
Between.
I'd say +2.
Between 0 and 5,000.
It was actually like
Two.
N plus N times I plus 3 parentheses type.
Wait, what?
Anyways, moving on.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Actually, it would have just been N plus parentheses
I know
I.
we might be spending too much time talking about this.
I'd have to actually really look at how that equation would work out. But yeah. So, how are you guys doing this week? I didn't really have a question ready for you guys. I normally have like a go round, like blah blah blah.
Oh, all right. I've got one.
Yeah. Shoot, Vinny.
Peanut butter, crunchy or creamy?
Oh, easy.
Oh, creamy all the
Oh.
way. I hate crunchy stuff.
Crunchy's good. I do crunchy for
Crunchy.
sure. It's,
Dude.
you want an experience, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like just
Short question there. Thanks.
you might as well
Moving
just
on.
have like a flat piece of chicken.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say I do like I didn't learn this until recently, but like we have just a jar of peanuts, and like,
Yeah.
I'll just take a handful of peanuts and eat them.
Ew.
And making my own peanut butter is actually pretty good.
Wait,
You know, in my
what?
life.
Wait, you do that?
You
That
make
seems
your
like
own
it's so
peanut
time
butter?
consuming.
Yeah, you can
Kevin.
make-
Well, yeah. If you
butter.
eat peanuts, you're making peanut butter.
Oh, my.
So,
Kevin,
like,
please.
creamy peanut butter is just somebody else's chewed up peanut butter?
I think so.
No,
Well,
I'm making
maybe
my
he,
own.
like-
It's like homemade. I'm not.
So, wait, you
I'm just
chew
saying
it
I
up
chew.
and
I
then,
chew.
like...
Yeah, I chew my peanuts before I swallow.
Will you just
them, yeah.
regurgitate like a bird into like
No,
your
they're
mouth
already
or
in my
something?
mouth. What?
So, wait,
Okay, this got
you-
really weird. I'm sorry.
You chew the peanuts and then you put it on the bread and then you eat it?
This is what I get for.
It's sort of like twice baked potatoes, but
Yeah.
with peanuts.
Grayson likes peanuts though. He'll actually like point at the cupboard where I get the peanuts from, and he's like, "Banan, banan, banan."
That's adorable.
That's
What are you
super
saying?
cute. Wait, Will, are you crunchy? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you're conspicuously quiet.
I really don't even like peanut butter.
Oh, wow.
But if I'm going to eat it, I prefer crunchy
Okay.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
most
okay.
like regular nuts.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Go ahead.
I just think it's really sad that we're like excluding an entire fraction of our audience because
Who
they're
are- have a
allergic
peanut
to
allergy?
nuts. Yeah.
If you have a peanut allergy, it's fine. You can live
I-
without peanuts, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not
just try
missing
it.
out.
Just taste.
In my opinion,
It's not that bad. They're not
Just
that
taste
In my
crunchy
opinion, you're not
versus
missing out.
smooth. And tell me what you
Yeah.
think.
bad. Like
Have an
cashews are
EpiPen ready.
overrated too. I feel like pistachios. are
Stop
delicious.
it.
No, they don't taste like anything.
We're about to fight.
What
They
about
don't taste like
almonds?
anything. Almonds are too dry. for me.
Cashews are dope.
Yeah,
I will
they're
agree
like-
with that. They're too dry. They're too hard.
I like almond slivers on certain veg that is roasted, but I mean,
Agreed. That's pretty with almond slivers, it's the same with like a good corn chip. Like I enjoy the experience, but I inevitably find at least one lodged in my gums somewhere the next day.
Right.
We have a jar of cashews too, and I make cashew butter in my mouth sometimes. But
Kevin,
I prefer.
I want you to describe how you eat any food from now on.
Make just the cashew butter in your mouth.
You should do like a mukbang videos and stuff like that.
ASMR, just crunching on peanuts.
I'm gonna make some. Good lord, I don't even want to think about it. I'm gonna make some jam today. You just put some berries in your mouth
Let's
and
just
start
stop right there.
peanut butter and jelly. Just like hawk out some bread out of your face.
All right, that was the last time I recommend a subject. Thanks for playing.
Amazing.
I don't like nuts in a lot of my like when it comes to candy bars or even salads. I don't prefer nuts applied on their own. Good. I just don't like the crunchiness that nut adds to my otherwise satisfying meal.
Yep.
Well,
the pizzas, those are good.
Yeah, but Kevin is anachronistic, so it makes sense.
I don't even know anachronistic. I can't even
you're
say
not
the
of
word.
this time, I feel, just like Will, but you're like a different kind of anachronistic. Will could be from any time in the future or past, but you're like from an alternative past, I feel.
Oh, anachrono meaning time.
Anachronistic.
Yeah. Anachronistic is the better pronunciation, for sure. Anyway,
Well,
there you go.
what year were you born?
A year between
Oh my
I was trying to catch him off guard.
I don't even know.
1990 and 1970.
Bullshit. Oh, yeah,
We'll-
never
we'll
mind.
find
Yeah,
out.
that's possible.
We're gonna go visit and just find your birth certificate somewhere.
What we need to do is just go with Will to the pharmacy.
Knowing Will, he's got like 4 with different dates.
Yeah.
No,
there's
I
speculation.
He's got some burner.
After my friends yesterday asked me how old Will was, I looked him up on the internet, and then like I just found an old portfolio site-ish kind of yours, Will, but it was forever ago. I think it's yours. I don't know any other program.
You should send it to me. I don't know.
Was it
And then, like-
GeoCities?
Yeah, no, God.
MySpace.
I mean, then I wouldn't even have to look up his birth date. Although, to be fair, I did GeoCities websites when I was younger too. But
I would like to see the link to this.
I'll show it to you later.
Oh, this is a real story.
At any rate, I couldn't get your birthday yet. I haven't looked.
It's blocked. It's blacked out.
Will
Redacted.
could erase his history online. I know he could, or modify it.
Yeah.
So.
He could very easily.
Yeah, I
The
think Will.
mystery remains.
It's within my powers, perhaps.
It is.
Successful computer check.
I think Will was the inspiration. Was the inspiration for Grace?
For Grace?
Yeah,
The
Will.
aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like no evidence found anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows anything about him.
If anything goes up, it just leaves the infosphere very quickly.
Yep.
They're silenced.
Silenced.
Gonna sue Paizo for copyright infringement or whatever the term is for.
Where?
Grays.
They stole your likeness. Is that?
Yeah, your likeness.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding, because Gray's our character in.
Yeah.
It's like,
They're
whatever.
a race.
It was a joke, man. Jesus. All right, moving on.
Let's go
So
back to
we're gonna.
peanut butter in your mouth, Kev.
Go make some things.
Make some butter.
Oh.
Dude, okay.
Just
Peter
shred
Pan.
butter in your mouth.
Peter Pan makes a crunchy peanut butter, but it's honey roasted peanut
Ooh,
butter.
that sounds great.
Ooh, that sounds.
It's super dope. They make a
on board
creamy
with
and a crunchy. The creamy is readily available everywhere. The crunchy I can only find like once every few months.
Because it's so desirable.
Because I guess or they just don't make as much. I don't know. I just know in this area I can never
You should
find it. And when
write
I do,
to
it's like Christmas. I
Peter
should.
Pan people and just be like, hey, we
And-
shout you out all the time on our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Send us some
They could be our
swag.
first sponsor. I would absolutely wear Peter Pan peanut butter swag.
Pickle peanut butter.
I would absolutely wear Peter Pan crunchy peanut butter swag. If any listener knows of any in their local store, please let us know.
I never even heard of this brand, but cool. I'm down
What?
to try it. I don't think it's here in the West Coast, is it?
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dope. Just got some.
If I guess in the South,
It was
especially, they
recalled,
have it.
though. Some of it,
Really?
Is that why I can't find it?
maybe.
If I had my druthers, though, Vinny, as you say, from the South, then I would definitely. I can't believe people still say that. That's kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah. I think I might be the only one that still says that. Sure.
Okay. You're also from another time, I see. My grandmother says if I had my druthers, but she knows that it's kind of like the bee's knees. Like, it's like it's something from a long time ago. Anyway.
I just want to bring back the vapors. That's it.
The vapors?
I've got the
vapors.
vapors.
Experiencing the vapors.
What is that?
What is this? What is that?
I'm
like where you feel like you're going to faint or something?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Does that mean that?
I think it's like back at the same time when people thought that there was a mysterious form of matter called ether that, would affect physics. So, it's just like there are things in the air. I've got the vapors.
The Victorian era women were viewed as fundamentally weak, and so they would be susceptible to other forces. We are more enlightened now today,
actually.
Though.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Although totally. Someday, like 100 years from now, people are going to laugh at us for all the weird things we thought.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we're just directionlessly talking and waiting for Kev to step in.
That's right. Floating off into the drift.
GM us into shape, Kevin.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kevin.
Yeah, sorry.
Cats
Here I
are
am.
going to hurt us.
Balance
Again,
another
like-
combat for us.
No, this is my ADD. I've got 3 computer screens, and I'm like bouncing back and forth, trying to like just prep the
keep
episode
talking.
and figure it out. Sorry, I got distracted. Cool. Okay, well, let's take a minute. We're back on the Caduceus. That is your guys' pirate ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is some documentary from years ago, and we're in that busy room again. There's lights all over the place and a camera set up in the wardroom where the officers normally have their meals. It is actually Rolu's probably the last one to leave. Thaddeus is already gone. He's stepping out. Rolu's kind of still hanging out in the back. Terme is kind of running the show, being the liaison between the documentarians, that's the word, right, and the rest of the ship. And during that time, a young Lashunta, which is actually your wine 3, your little yeoman, comes, like, pushes the wardroom door open. He's carrying a pot in his hands, and he kind of just walks up and says, sorry, excuse me, and he sets the pot down on the table next to all the candies, and somebody else sets a new bottle of water, and he's like, there you go, Chief, and he steps back out, kind of shaken. And the director of this documentary is kind of a little confused, and he looks at Terme and he goes, I thought we were supposed to get one more person for the interview here. It's just a pot.
What?
You hear laughing from the back of the room.
Where is it?
You didn't want any stew?
No, we're supposed to have one more person do 2 truths and a lie. We can't just not do it. Your captain said he didn't want to do it, but like we need one more person. Over here. What is that?
Oh, this is Chuck.
So like I imagine there's like flower, some sort of like houseplants on stage, and he just like peeks out from behind one.
So the pot's completely empty. It's just a bucket of sand and dirt.
Yeah.
Just where he was supposed to be.
Where he's supposed to be.
Poor yeoman is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a pot, like a cooking pot, but
No, I was thinking like a flower pot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
flower
Yeah.
pot makes more sense.
Yeah. So Chuck pops out. Got you guys.
Great. Yeah. Can you like?
Chuck.
I don't. Do you want to take a seat or do you want to get in the pot? That's up to you. Like that's whatever makes you comfortable.
The pot sounds swell. Thanks. He just gets down in the pot and like wiggles in.
There's some candy for you if you want. You need water. I'm sure plants love water.
I love water. He just like gulps down the entire bottle at once.
I'm sure they told you, but like, so we're
Pops
playing a
skill.
game here called 2 Truths and a Lie. We're interviewing a lot of your crew.
Yeah,
and we just want you to tell us.
I heard him. Yeah.
Okay. And in any order you want, just tell us one lie and 2 truths, and
One
then
lie.
our audience watching at home will be able to tell us. They'll be able to guess which one is the lie out of your 2 truths.
One
Or
lie,
3.
2 truths. One
Yeah,
lie
one
and
lie.
2 truths. One lie, 2 lies.
Whenever you're ready.
As many lies as I want, or just one?
We prefer 2 truths and 1 lie.
Oh, okay, cool. I got it. You ready? Here we go. You ready? Here we go.
Sure. Ready? 3, 2. Whenever you're ready, go.
All right, here we go. I love fish.
Oh my God.
I was a stand-up comedian.
What?
And I speak 5 languages. And he hold up 6 tendrils.
When you say you like fish, do you like to eat fish? Or what do you mean by that?
That's not what he said. Yeah.
You just like chilling out with fish? You think they're cool? Or what do you mean?
Oh my God.
I said I love fish.
Shaq.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
I don't. I mean, is he a water plant or like a? Is he like a lily kind of thing?
I am not an aquatic plant, no. I'm a normal grow it in dirt kind of plant. I've got some cousins that are aquatic plants, but not me.
This is a question for the other players.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't think that he's done stand-up comedy, but I'd see him.
I feel like he would want to, though. I don't know.
Question for the other players. Last one again? You built your characters. Like, how many languages do you get at level 1? And I feel like
depends on your theme.
Right, yeah. So, like, if you guys have 3, then 5 is probably out of 5, possibly 6 is out of your range. So I would call him no because we know he's level 1.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Depends on the class and theme, though.
But what's his class?
And his intelligence
skills.
Yeah.
Who was paying attention while we were playing?
I mean,
we haven't set classes, technically.
I have. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure I have.
Vinny, I don't
think I have.
All right, so going down the list, I'll
quite
start.
Delighted.
I have no idea which one is the lie.
I love this game.
My guess is going to be the languages thing, though.
All right.
Will, what are you thinking?
I don't think he's in stand-up.
Okay.
I guess I'll just mix it up and say that the fish thing's a lie. I don't know why.
I think it's the languages.
All right, so that was great. I really have no idea what you're going for there, but whenever you're ready, I just want you to tell us which one was the lie. And if you want to explain anything further, go ahead.
Which one? Which was
the floor is all yours.
You don't want me to tell you the truths? No? Just the lie?
However you want to do it. You do whatever's... It's your show, so whatever. Ready? 3, 2, go.
I hate fish. I don't eat fish.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Not a fan of fish. Not an aquatic plant.
I don't like to eat them. I don't like to look at them.
I don't like to touch them. I don't like to smell them. Not a fan of fish.
So you've done stand-up, have you?
That's
Yeah.
We've done a bit of stand-up.
Halfway night.
You should look up my routine on the Infosphere.
Will do.
He does his own. He does a routine every halfway night.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is incredible.
Yeah. And what languages do you speak?
I speak Sprechen. I speak Aklo. I speak Common. I speak Rexy. I speak Vesk and Yasoki.
Okay. That's pretty
5.
accomplished. It's impressive, yeah.
You held up 6 fingers.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Oh, okay.
That's your stand-up.
Physical comedy is a big thing for him, apparently.
It's like the Carrot Top of comedians. Yeah.
The Raxalites are big. Slapstick.
He's not only a plant, he resembles a carrot.
Carrot Top. Yes.
Maybe he grows carrots on him. That'd be cool.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, it's
also, this map looks like Florida to me. I'm sorry, I interrupted that. But like,
which map?
I don't
oh man, I
just like your impression of what Florida looks like. What I don't.
No, okay, it's not with like a bunch of shit everywhere, but like the shape of it.
This is a junkyard.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what map you're looking at.
I stick with it though.
Running around Florida.
Looks like Jacksonville.
Man,
the oily ooze.
Our
scrap metal
PCs
bridges
are up in Jacksonville land.
All right, so you guys are on the map. I totally forgot to move you to the other screen before we started this because I'm a terrible GM.
No, you're a great GM. Stop it.
But I did start my timer on time.
Hey, there you go.
I think it is time to play. So let's play.
Here we go.
I actually was super lazy and didn't write my recap like I normally do, but we can talk about it. So you guys were in the middle of combat last time, and I forget exactly where we left off, but Rolu was down to just 1 hit point, and then another Kafak came out of nowhere, and Rolu at some point went to take an attack and rolled a natural 1, and that natural 1 caused just enough damage to knock you out. You knocked down. Chalk then took his opportunity. He already had the healing potion out, and he did this like very dramatic stab into your chest, brought you back to life. And after that is when Thaddeus and Terme kind of stepped up and did some combat. I think Terme rolled a natural 1 as well. His weapon is now causing damage to him 1 point every time he uses it.
Yes, but Rolu agreed to tinker with it with an engineering check.
I gotta roll
Cool,
that
but
one.
he is yet to do that. What else happened? So you finally took out the 2 remaining. Sorry, there were 3 total Kafox at that point. One of them was blinded and prone. That one stood back up and moved forward without taking an attack. And it was still blinded for another round. And you guys took out the other 2. And then that's when I ended combat. And I guess I kind of should have given you an opportunity. And I'll just say it now. Did you guys want to take a chance to kill that last Kafak or just leave it in its blinded, wounded state?
I don't want to. I really think we were already past that, didn't we? Didn't we
I
decide,
think we just
nah,
left it.
screw that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That makes
Yeah,
it
we
easy
don't
for
wanna
me. So
touch
you guys decide to move on from it and just get away from these nests. And so you guys move up past the 2 large pyramids that stand over 14 feet tall, according to what I said. And you get around that corner.
Let it go back to the nest and tell the tale next time it wants to mess with us.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell them what happened here.
All right, so you guys get up and around this corner. There's a little bit of an opening, and hold on 1 second. Let me scroll. I lost my mouse. Okay, so as you guys come around that corner, there's a little bit of an opening, and then before you see a massive avalanche of vehicle parts, steering yokes, empty fuel tanks, exhaust pipes, bent axles, shredded tires, and more. These have spilled across the path, making it very difficult to progress forward.
What time is it?
You guys started very early in the day, so this is probably where you peaked past noon. I'm going to say it's about 2 in the afternoon ish.
Okay.
Given like human time standards.
Okay.
You're gonna soak up some sun or something.
But you guys are in like Alaska in the summer, so sun stays up. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. So it's probably like it's not quite evening. Still daylight. Still hot. Still very hot. John?
Just gonna, if there was nothing else, I was gonna roll the engineering check.
No, there is definitely something else.
Okay.
Kelly, you have a concern? You look concerned.
Before that, Thaddeus is going to look over at Terme, and he's going to be like, Terme, any news?
So, question.
Okay.
I gave the weapon to distract John, right? Or, sorry, Rolu.
I think so.
You gave a weapon?
During this time.
Yeah.
So would he be doing
Oh,
the
that's right.
engineering check?
You rolled your stealth. What did you roll again? I forget. It was
15.
15. John, my friend, please roll a perception check.
Okay. 19.
So Rolu, you tried to distract him enough. He definitely sees you doing the action that you're doing. He sees you playing with your wrist device that tells you all your information, but he can't see close enough to read what's on there.
Yep. Fair.
Yep.
But I'll say that he also notices the way that Thaddeus asked you that question right after your wristwatch beeped and buzzed very loudly. And at the same time, Chuck also noticed. So let's come over.
Chuck didn't notice. I rolled a 10.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Dang it, Chuck. You're killing me.
I know. I'm bugging.
But yeah. Okay. So Thaddeus, you said...
Any news on any of comms from the captain? Any updates on our mission?
No, just checking up with my Yeoman subordinates, but perhaps some interesting developments. I'll keep you abreast.
Excellent. Mind if I just take a quick glance? I'd like to keep abreast of what's going on while we're down here. You know what I mean.
Well, it's having trouble loading, but here's my communique from Yeoman. And
does anybody have computers as a trained skill?
I don't.
I do.
So
I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, you heard them say oh, I can't download that, or it's not trouble loading. You could,
having trouble. I can help. What do you want? What are we downloading?
That's entirely up to you, Terme, about how you respond to that.
Something of a perhaps personal and sensitive nature, but
personal and sensitive, huh? All right, sure.
It's personal and sensitive, but it only concerns the yeoman and myself. Just some stuff that the captain and he and I
planned out ahead of time with respect to our mission. Nothing to worry yourself about, Shock, but
Sure.
I'll appreciate your help later, perhaps.
So you don't want me to fix it? Is that?
No, you're all right for now. Maybe in a little bit. I just want to do a quick summary read. 1 second, please. And he just takes a moment to read it, and he sees that there are some communications between our ship and the Knave's Revenge, and he knows that is the ship that Hears was the captain of, and knows that, of course, Rolu came from there. So even though the messages aren't fully downloaded, his suspicions are well, okay, obviously some of that makes sense, because he was onboarding from there.
Cool.
But
And so Treme is showing his wrist to you during this, right? He's
yeah.
Yes.
Do I see that one of them looks suspicious? Because there was some mention of that.
So
Even though
all
they're not
that's
fully
on
downloaded.
his wrist available, it says basically I pulled everything from going on and off the ship from Rolu,
Nothing out of the ordinary except for this one message or whatever.
except for
From
one
Shira.
suspicious message.
There's some
Yes.
indication that there's some one suspicious message, though.
Go ahead, Treme. What did you say? Who was that from?
I believe it was. I don't say this out loud, but I'm
But
just
you can point to
clarifying
it.
it was Shira, right? That's what you said last time.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is what the radio men told you. Radio men's a position that deals with the communication stuff, and that person, Hardin, said that there is a suspicious message from a Shira. All the messages have been sent, but there were two different packages. There's basically a single file with all of the messages ever sent, and then there was a separate file of just a single message from Shira, but that was
none of them
flagged
would.
by radio for whatever reason. But that message, neither of those messages came through. So,
Okay.
the word Shira, though, does that trigger anything in your mind?
I mean, Thaddeus would expect that he would talk to Shira, but I'm assuming there's some visual indication that maybe one of them is flagged. Even though these aren't downloaded, I'm guessing that loaded.
No, that's
based
what the
on-
message content said, was we flagged this one message.
It's basically like an
Cool.
email saying, hey, this one was suspicious, and here's the rest of them.
Thaddeus sees that. So Thaddeus sees that, and then he's like, okay. And then he kind of holds it up to try to get better reception. It's not working.
You hold up one of the four arms that Treme has, waving it around.
Perhaps we just need to get out of this canyon before we can communicate back with the ship.
Excellent idea, Tomei.
So
Just let me know when you get a connection again, please.
Yes, Chalk. What is it?
While all of this is going on, after you so politely decline his assistance, Chuck skitters off to play what appears to be him playing in one of the junk files. What you notice is in one of his tendrils is his text communicator. And again, you see him messaging the captain with his 2 hearts and pirate hook emojis. It says, making our way through the car yards, fought multiple kafaks. Something is up between Thaddeus and Termaid, and there appears to be a rift between them and Rolu. Tensions are high.
You hit the send button,
Shock's very perceptive.
and you get 3 dots. Ding, ding, ding. And it says, message failed to send.
Well.
All right, so now you gentlemen are stuck in this cavern. What do you want to do next? How is your health? What are your spell levels? Tell us everything going on.
I'm not going to tell you my health.
Everything.
I like how you ask all the time.
Every time.
But yeah, go ahead, Don.
I think while all this is happening, Rolu's just trying to work on the pistol, the tactical semi-auto, but also kind of just keeping an ear out. He's noticed, maybe kind of just little glances. Gonna roll an engineering check.
And as you're doing that, from around the corner behind you is a 19-foot tall creature that is actually a combination, just a bunch of kafaks formed together into a giant.
Kafoxzilla.
In one giant trench coat.
Yeah, like that. Can we have a ticket to the? Anyways, okay, what did you roll, and what is the DC? Did we talk about that?
We didn't talk about that. Oh,
I think it was DC 15, but I feel
Okay.
like you could take 20 on it, no?
Yeah.
Ooh, could I take 20 on it? So it's DC 16. I was looking at the rules of the critical fumble, but you're super close. It's 15 plus 1.5 times the item's level, which is level 1, right? So 16. Yeah, if I can take 20 on engineering, then I would just do that. And on roll 20, I did I figured that you guys weren't going to walk away, but it would make sense that Rolu still hurt. So he would have gone and sat down on this little block here, about 10 feet to the left.
Your Chuck isn't looking too hot either.
Yeah.
So take 20. There's take 10 and take 20. So hold on, I got
to take 10.
I think it's up to you if we can. If you can take 20 on engineering, it's up to you whether we are able to at this time.
Well, I think it actually, the biggest thing is whether or not there will be any kind of failure incurred. So
I could also just cast
trap or
mending, but I don't know if that's the same as fixing it with the mechanic of the critical fail that incurred.
Okay, so take 10, you basically get a 10 on your D20 roll automatically. So if you have enough skills to do that, like if you had a +7, then you could take 10 on it, and that lets you automatically pass.
I do have a +6 to engineering, and it's DC 16, so I could take 10.
Take 10.
It does say the DC is determined by the GM. If you fail the check by 10 or more, you damage the object further, so I technically could fail it. It's up to you, though. I think whether you want me to do that or not.
No, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
I'm trying. Sorry, there's just a lot of reading here, and I'm a slow reader.
Yeah, that's fine. You can't take 20 on an engineering check to repair an item or object.
So yeah, take 20. So basically, take 10 gives you an automatic 10 on it. So if you have enough bonuses, you can do that.
Or
take 20 as an automatic 20 on it.
Yep. Right, but he can't on a repair object. Is that what we're doing though? Repairing an object? I thought we were just removing the condition.
I'll let it happen. I'll say that the damaging it further is not an effect,
an option,
an adverse effect on failure.
Okay,
yeah, that's a hard argument. I'll let it happen though.
Okay.
I'm the GM. I can do that. I rule that you're allowed to take 20 and make your gun not do 1 point of damage. You're gonna take 20, take 10.
You can't take 20.
Take 10. Yeah.
On it says in the book you can't take 20 for an engineering check to repair an item. It does say to repair any weapon or armor, it takes an hour to do that.
Oh, then I'll just I'll cast mending on it if that's allowed.
Right. Hey, so Tormaiden, this looks like a pretty straightforward fix. Just gonna take a little while.
Let me see if I can repair it on my own.
And I cast mending, which has a 10-minute cast time.
Cool.
Okay,
it's a cantrip.
Nice.
While he does that, I think Jack is going to burn a resolve point to get his stamina back.
Yeah, I think Rollo is too.
Thaddeus is just reloading. That's it.
Okay. So I described there's kind of this cavernous. If you guys ever been out hiking in a cavern, this part kind of gets real thin. It's probably just the width of your body to get through. The thing is, does anybody want to roll survival or perception?
Yeah.
I'm giving that to you.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Definitely.
I'm going to set this was a really high DC because I had to prompt you to do so.
Wait, what?
A roll. What are we doing? Perception or survival?
Your choice.
Well, I got a 19 for either.
There we go. Okay, so Terme goes ahead and points out that
Jack got a 19 as well.
that there was a landslide here. So it was probably clear, but the sides of the walls had fallen fairly recently, in the last 2 days.
Does it look like it was a naturally occurring slide, or somebody set some charges to slide it in? What?
Could I do an engineering check to see?
No, you guys you just know you don't see any explosions or anything like that. So by naturally occurring, whether it happened because of the wind or something else, that you wouldn't be able to tell. But you just know that it happened recently, and everything else around here seems fairly stable. So,
So it's stable or it's not stable?
It's stable now. It was fairly stable before. There was a landslide of some sort. It is now a very tight squeeze for you. So if you want to pass through, I'm going to have to get an athletics check from each of you. Chalk, I'm going to give you a +2 on this one.
I was about to say, is this it's tight for a medium creature, but for a tiny creature, could probably just dance through.
Would it be an acrobatics check or just athletics?
Pretty sure it said athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, there's circumstance, light debris or disruption, heavy debris or disruption, swimming with, I would say.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the biggest thing with this
Racing
is not
against
so much
two opposite walls, circumstance,
Yeah.
DC modifiers.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll say it's not so much about trying not to get another avalanche, but it's more because there's a lot of sharp, jagged glass and steel pieces sticking out in that area. So, like I said, Chalk, you get to go through with a +2 to your roll. Everybody else roll me an athletics check.
Cool. I'll go first with a 16.
19.
Okay, the two of you make it through. No problem.
13.
Seems high enough, Kevin.
Also 13.
As the two of you come through, you each take 1d6 of slashing damage.
Oof.
And I'll let you roll your own damage.
Okay. 2.
6.
Ah, John.
Literally undid my
all right.
short rest.
6?
How?
6
That's
slash
insane.
damage? Holy crap.
Oh,
You hit
God. I'm
every
sorry,
sharp
John.
piece of metal between each end.
You walk into one, and then the reaction, like you fall into another one.
Daddy's
So-
just like,
6 points of damage.
Whatever.
Daddy's just like looks at Rolu and he's like, really, Rolu? Really?
I'll put Rolu at the back here. Okay, so you guys make it out to the other side of this.
Now I need to make
Treacherous.
a 10-minute rest.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that what you guys want to do? You want to take another rest?
Then I have
I know
one.
it sucks burning another room.
No, we should press on. But I'm
Really?
low
I mean,
on stamina.
we're not like
Sometimes Sedius.
pressed for time.
Sometimes
I mean,
Sedius.
there is a
it's truly about.
dying android.
All right, so you're not taking a rest? Cool, moving on.
Hold on, Rolu, Rolu.
Wait,
what were you
I guess
saying?
we're taking a rest.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to move forward?
Sometimes Sedius. It's about how much you can endure and continue to move forward, not just about.
Yeah, I'm going to take a short rest, I think, after that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take another one. I'm going to have one resolve point, but I just can't go without.
You know, it's just about how much you can endure, right, Rolu?
But
I'll
I
see
didn't
you after your
prompt
short
you guys
rest.
to do anything. That's entirely up to your own decisions. You guys take a short rest, and in that time, 3 Kafox come from behind and squeeze through that wall. No,
Jack pulls out his data pad, starts playing solitaire.
yes, John.
Cool. I took my short rest. Jack's playing solitaire.
You guys take your rest. Doom, 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 doom.
Man, horrible.
And while you guys are resting, we're going to cut. And we're going to open back up. And we see a large open sand field surrounded by wrecked cars and starships piled up like the Sierra Mountains in the distance. The camera is very low to the ground, and you hear heavy panting and frantic pounding of footprints getting louder and louder. A boot lands on the ground right in front of the camera, and it keeps running. Shots ring out in the background, and a camera follows as an android with long green braids trailing behind them sprints for a large abandoned hover truck with the trailer, where the trailer is dented but intact. Any words or logo painted on the side of it has long faded. The vehicle lists to one side as it rests unevenly on its dormant hover jets. The android reaches it and clambers into the cab, slamming the door shut behind them. Our camera catches up to the truck, and it rises up and looks into the window of the cab. We see Vari 13 curled up on curled up in a ball on the floorboards, frozen with fear. Their eyes clench shut, and when they open their eyes, they feel their hearts still pounding. But now there's an alarm going off, and red lights are flashing. People in lab coats are scrambling down the hallway. Vari feels an explosion from one end of the hall. They get up and they run, turning towards the bridge. As the last pilot scurries past them out of the room, Vari syncs up their comm unit with the emergency computer near the command deck. Transponder active. Transponder codes downloaded. Vari turns, pulls a box out from underneath the captain's seat, and then exits the bridge. The sign in the hall reads engine room, lab, crew quarters, with an arrow pointing to the right, and navigation, staterooms, galley, escape pods, with an arrow to the left. Vari glances down the hallway to the right. The red emergency lights are slowly engulfed in fog of darkness, one by one down the hall. Vari runs in the opposite direction towards the escape pods, and the camera kind of freezes in place as they run down the hallway. And then the screen fades to black.
Wow.
Holy cow.
And you guys are ready to move on. All right, cool. All right, yeah.
What was that?
So go ahead. Your screen on the map here. I got to figure out how to undo this.
Thanks, Yul.
Can we just talk about that? So was that
What are we talking about?
13 running and then having memories of another.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not talking to you, Kev. I'm talking to everybody else.
Right. So that was, I mean, I think that was Vari 13 running from whomever's pursuing them.
Yeah.
Like that near-death experience is what triggered Vari 8's memories.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Of the Stormcrier? Was that the ship?
You want to roll a culture check? The stellar flare.
Stellar flare.
Good memory,
Where did I
Vinny.
get
I'm really impressed by that.
Man.
Stormcrier was the name of the... Isn't that the name of the ship that we ended up on at the end of book 2?
The Void Crier.
The Void Crier.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting a little mixed up. There's a lot of ships.
The stellar flare allowed them to study the drift to get limitless energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking at your notes. Good. So the stellar flare. So you guys think that was Vari 13 having a flashback to Vari 8's memory.
Yes.
And the whole the lights going off one at a time. That was some unseen
Sorry, I've been drinking quite a bit, so I don't remember what I said. Moving on. You guys
Kev's like, wait, I gave you
guys
a
made it.
flashback? What?
I don't remember. Cool. So go ahead and set you guys selves up however you want right at this
How we want to answer the battle?
Yeah, there's a battle. Maybe not. We'll have to see when we get there.
Okay.
There's a kind of a tight, narrow neck going into this area.
Yep.
Let me just say, like, as you come around that corner, you find a sea of sand spanning from one side of a canyon to the other. Not too far off in the distance, you see a body of water shimmering in the hot sun. And then just past that, you can actually see this broken hover truck.
Hover truck, okay. There's like a U-turn. So we came out of that little squeeze canyon where we took an unnecessary amount of damage, Terme and I, and then you go a bit further and then there's a U-turn and it opens up into this sea of sand with a body of water. The body of water is like 40 feet away. It's probably like, I don't know, it's like a oval, maybe like 25 feet in diameter. And then, about 100 feet away, 60 to 100 feet away is that hover truck and looks to be at the edge of a crevasse or something, maybe like a step up. And we can't really see past that. Don't know how high that is.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a step up or a step down.
I'm not sure either. Appears to be that
Is there a body in this water?
I don't see any.
Are there any signs of like a fight? Like blaster fire, scorched sand? I don't know.
What would you do to see if there was possibly a fight or something?
I would
Survival.
I would look
Spore
at the
sign.
sand or the whatever is around for scorch marks from like blasters or bullet holes.
Well, I don't know, maybe dead people too.
So by look around, you would...
Kev, do you want us to tell you the rolls that we want you to make?
Yeah.
I want you to tell me the rolls you're making.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because there's also the school of thought that we just tell you like narrative what we want and then you say roll this.
Oh, okay. Roll perception.
cool.
You guys should all roll
Okay,
perception.
that's fine.
Except Terme, who's like hanging out in the back for some reason.
15.
Okay.
17.
10.
18.
Do we see anything?
Okay, so the day is heating up. It is past noon. It is hot afternoon. And you realize that this body of water is actually just a mirage.
Oh, Chak is super disappointed.
Jack was like so into it.
And actually, Terme, as he steps forward, is the one who kind of covers his eyes and squints just a little sharper. And he actually sees the mirage fade away. And you see two bodies laying in the sand. All right, so from where you guys are standing and the perception rules you did, the mirage fades away for a couple of you, and the other ones can put it out, and the rest of you see this. It's just that heat wave effect, right? But you see there are two bodies laying in the sand.
Torme, be careful if you're going to investigate.
I just want to loot their bodies.
Hold off. What they have on them might be important.
Tread carefully.
Okay, I'm gonna...
So,
Go ahead.
yeah. I was just going to say, I'm going to see if it's safe out around to, like, inspect.
Terme just wants the loot.
Is it safe to advance, Kevin? Are there anyone that we sense around here?
Torme has already advanced, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Terme just walks right up to the body, first body. Rolu, you're over there you've walked in and down to the left. What is it that you're standing next to?
It looks like a part of a pod racer.
Okay. To me personally, it looks like a water heater, but it's a metallic tube. Go ahead and roll me a culture check.
Oh.
I think, or an engineering. I'll give you engineering on that.
I am fine to do culture, actually. That's what I would prefer
okay. All right.
to do.
I think culture will write the call.
Ooh, it's a 25. Nailed it.
That's so weird.
Nice.
So I'll just say you recognize this. You've probably escaped from enough ships to know that this is an escape pod.
Oh, it's not a water heater from a ship.
No, it's not a water heater. It's an escape pod, and it looks damaged badly. But it's definitely been cracked open at some point, and there's nobody inside. So, yeah, it is just a damaged escape pod.
Is this green body our friend? And does said friend have any cool loot?
Thaddeus, we could use your help up here if you want to venture up here.
Cool loot. I didn't think about loot. Sorry. Hold on a second. Let me...
Weapons.
The green body? No, there's no good weapons on the... I didn't think...
There's a weapon next to it.
Stop it. It is an image on a map, and I'm a new GM. This is ridiculous.
All
okay,
right.
So
I'm going to quickly go through that one.
Roll me a medicine check.
A medicine check?
Are you trained in medicine?
Yes.
I don't
they're
have
dead
medicine.
bodies.
I'm not trained in medicine.
Perception? Roll me
I'm
perception.
only trained in sleight of hand.
Roll me a sleight of hand. Great. You felt a wound in this creature with your sleight of hand.
I got a 17 sleight of hand.
I was kidding on the sleight of hand. Give me your perception. I'll call that perception. So 17.
15
what did you get
perception?
50 perception. Okay. You can see just the way that these bodies are laying. They're in the middle of this sea of sand. And you recognize that one was a true warrior. One is a hilky true warrior.
Which one?
The one to the right.
This guy.
The one that you're standing over. The one to the left is a large male human that has like a darker a paler, a lighter skin complexion.
So not native to Akiton.
Probably not native to Akiton. No. Does anybody else remember anything?
Yeah, I mean, the Vari 13 went with a large human male from Absalom Station. Lorgan, not Morgan.
Lorgan. So this is Lorgan. This is probably your best guess.
Yeah.
Kelly?
Thaddeus says to Shaq, can you determine what ship this escape pod is from?
Maybe. Check.
Would you mind checking?
Skitters over. I don't know if that's a culture or a computers or
A computers,
what you want.
maybe? I was thinking computers personally, since you're...
Can I roll another culture?
But I don't know. What do you think, Kevin? Unless we already determined this, but I don't think we did.
Mr. GM, sir.
I will say that, no, you guys would have... No, well, I will give you this. If you can roll me a natural 20 right now, I will tell you exactly where this escape pod came from.
Like everyone rolls, or just Vinny? I'll roll as well. 20. See what happens.
I got a 19 for a total of 25.
Nope.
I'll give you this. This is being really generous.
Yes.
Chalk is like, I got it, guys. I figured it out. And he pretends like he just knew this, but he actually found, he like wiped away a piece of dust and saw that it says Stellar Flare.
Yahtzee.
Shaq?
Man, and you guys are getting real lucky with this.
He looks at it and sees that. The Stellar Flare.
That's the ship that...
What are you pinging at?
They were exploring the drift.
I was drawing on the map Lorgan.
That's a pretty good question mark. Yeah. So yeah, you guys would kind of make a good guess that this was Lorgan.
Okay.
Lorgan.
It appears that this escape pod is from the Stellar Flare. But we have no idea where the Stellar Flare is. It's odd that they were here. What else do we know about the Stellar Flare other than from...
You guys wouldn't actually know too much about the Stellar Flare as players, as characters. Like the characters don't know, but
Right.
as players you would know, and as listeners you
From
might
the
know
intro.
if you paid attention, that the intro The Stellar Flare was a ship from hundreds of years ago that was trying to test some kind of device or technology that would be able to pull directly from the drift to create energy. And during that experiment, it underwent some kind of damaging accident and fell to Akiton.
Can I do either a detect magic or a mysticism? Because I guess finding an escape pod here seems not out of the realm of possibility, maybe, is the sense that I think Rolu's getting, but it's like we just weren't expecting that, maybe. I could be wrong.
I mean, trying to like be cryptic about it.
You can be cryptic.
I'll say this, that you know that Vari 13 is looking for something, and that's all I'll say.
And this might be part of it.
So should I detect magic or roll mysticism? Can I?
Actually, I'm going to have Will, and I believe Chalk. Nope, Chalk, you moved away. Will, give me one more perception roll.
Oh, God.
Ooh, 19.
A 19. And what I'll say is that you recognize that these two opposing persons, right? These two bodies that were on the ground. One was a true warrior. One is possibly Lorgan, the guide that was supposed to guide Vari 13 into the car yards. And you notice that they're not shot. Their wounds do not look like shootings. They look as if they've been eaten. And another part of that is that they were both facing the same direction and not each other.
Which direction were they facing?
Go ahead and roll me a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Ah, sandworm. Natural 20, though.
Got him. Nice.
That's it.
For a total of
19.
20.
20. We're not a big fortitude crew. Anyway.
So you're standing there, and you do have a device on your wrist that is connected to everything else that does have a latent ability to read radiation.
What?
And you feel it vibrate just a little, and you look down and you see radiation warning. Tick, 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 tick.
Guys, this doesn't seem like the best spot for me.
And as you do that,
I'm going to run.
I'm actually going to let you roll a reflex save on this one, I guess, to be nice.
Come on.
Come on, big money.
17. Oh, wait. What's my reflex bonus? I do have one. 20. Man. Dirty 20.
So you rolled pretty high. You're standing there. Your device goes off. You turn around and you're like, hey, guys, something's going on. This isn't right. And as you do that, the sand bursts up out of nowhere, and a giant, and by giant, I mean like human-sized, Kafak that's deep purple with glowing green entrails comes flying out of the sand and takes a slash at you, and you're able to step away. So I'm going to let you move back 1 square.
No way.
Thanks, bud.
Oh.
And let me reveal this to you.
Oh, God, that looks gross.
So this giant tesseract comes out. Sorry, Kafak. It's a Kafak. What did I say earlier?
Tesseract.
It's
Tesseract.
It's a Thesterian Kafak. Yes. Does anybody want to? I'll give you guys a free life science check.
I don't have life science. I haven't
trained.
leveled up
Nobody?
yet.
No.
I have it. Let's see. All right. It's a not good. It's just a 4.
It's not good. It's 4. So you see a large purple.
But I'm taking a note of this. Mysterian.
Oh,
Kafak.
God. Can you control Z this thing? Shift Z this thing?
Can I shift see it?
Yeah, shift Z it so we can see it. I just want to see it bigger. I can't see it that big.
No, because it's going to give you, that just gives you the token, right?
Yeah, but if you want to give us more, it'd be awesome.
I was going to show you the full thing.
Show us the full thing, Kev. Oh, wow. God,
That looks
that's
really different from the other Kafaks.
Yeah.
It looks very different from the other
This
Kafaks.
is like a
It's big.
lobster, worm, centipede.
It's like a centipede for sure.
Yeah.
It has a little sword.
But like
on its
purple.
body.
Thorny.
when it's thick like a python.
Also, is like the belly of it open with teeth?
Dude, it
The
does look
other
like
Kafaks
that.
actually had the same thing. If you looked at them,
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
actually
right.
had the weird like toothy abdomen.
And the stinger looks like it's like 5 feet long. This thing's
It's like a freaking sword. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's
Now
got a
you
sword out of its bum.
It's a Vasteron Kefak.
Yeah.
His little crab hands. Good
I
stuff.
hope we're not Kefact.
And I really bombed this, guys, as the GM. I'm terrible at
You're
it.
fine, dude. What happens next?
You're just fine. We don't know what happened that was wrong, so we're good.
Clearly, you're going to roll initiative, and that's going to be the end of our game.
Oh, wow.
I wasted that. I'm sorry. Should have been like, Kafak popped out, and that's the end of the game. No, I was like, oh, okay, I want to keep hanging on.
Whatever.
It's all good. That was great.
Thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Thanks for listening, ye scallywags. Until next week, drift beacons and distant stars.